still not moving, I'll start singing that song.
Right?
Michael, I'm gone. And he'll finally say, stop, I'll do it. That's what I thought.
I'm a little disturbed. Nick hasn't been uploading any videos lately.
He's concentrating, I think, on other things.
On surviving, eh?
Oh yeah, Mike wants nothing to do with me ever again.
That's all right. You don't need him.
Oh,
You didn't need him before.
I said, oh, excuse me. Did I give you the impression that I needed you?
Right.
You guys were all stupid.
You guys know any
You guys
place
think
where...
I don't... You guys can say I don't have no friends here in Welland? Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, poor me. No friends in Welland. Oh, no.
Doomed.
We better get little Pete on this. And then in one of the speeches I gave him on the radio, I said, well, now, I'd like to talk some more, but I have a house full of company, and I'm having a blast. Thanks for talking. Bye now. Which I did have a house full of people. Wasn't a lie. I did have a house full of people. There was only 3 of us, and then Bruno and Jules showed up, and then Luke showed up.
How's Jules?
This is all right.
Nice.
Jules had a confrontation with Isaac. And Isaac was on the phone.
Who was in the wrong?
And he told him that.
Yeah.
And he said, give me a minute.
Isaac said that?
And Jules started talking to him again. And I think, I don't know what happened after that, but there was a bit of a confrontation between the 2 of them. Then this other guy got involved. So Beyond the Streets had to break up 2 fights. One with Isaac and Jules, and the other one...
Maybe Jules just didn't hear him say I'm on the phone, or I don't know.
I heard him say that, but Jules expected him to answer him right there and then.
Okay. So it was a little on both sides.
So Jules, Isaac said to me last night, can you ask Jules if I could apologize and like bury this?
Oh, that's nice.
And I said, well, I'll tell him, but you don't owe him an apology.
Yeah, that's
he
nice.
Owes you an apology.
But he's trying to heal shit.
Yes, but he's older than me, so it's the respectful thing to do.
Isaac's a good kid.
I said, well,
Isaac's got a good head on his shoulders for a young guy.
I'll release the message. Jules gets like that when he's hungover and he's down and out type thing. He gets like that. He gets like that with me. He picked up for me one time, so I gave him some.
I have those little wee dish bowls, the little metal ones. They were given to me for the cats, but they don't use them because they'll knock them around. Would they use them?
Might.
They're just little. They're like this big, and to me, I use those big towers of food. So
see, they have
the little ones are
for
nothing.
their water and their food.
If I was actually putting them on a diet, that would be good because I'd fill them each once a day, and that's it,
but I
or
could
twice
use
a day.
them for their wet food.
Yeah. Okay. I'll bring them down.
They have to eat in their cages.
I'll bring them down tomorrow.
Because Bobby's turned into a pig. Remember he used to be so fussy about eating?
Yeah.
Well, he's turned into a pig.
Now he'll just eat what's there?
Now he'll eat whatever's there.
Right.
So anyway, he eats all his, and then he goes and kicks Ruby off of hers. So then he eats the rest of hers. She just lets him. So now they go in their cage just to eat. And he can't get at her.
That's funny.
If you guys know anything about getting help or taking a dog to a vet, any support out there for anybody? Like I'm on disability and I can't.
Yeah, we're in the same boat. If my cat gets sick, I'm in trouble, right? I'm borrowing money off someone, like $600.
Right? Is to pay a vet, take the vet dog to the vet, see the vet, then get vet insurance.
Oh yeah.
Okay? And you pay
That's
so
a good
much
idea.
month. You pay so
It's only
much
like
a
$3,
month.
$4 a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much?
It's like $3, $4 a month, I think.
I can't remember how much it costs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be
But
a little
anyway,
higher,
it's
but
insurance. And then if something goes wrong,
they're covered.
Well, I got
something
my,
goes
my
wrong,
little
and you
puppy.
don't say have the money,
Yeah.
you can take the dog to the vet. It will be covered.
I got a toy poodle at home. She's the run of the litter,
Yeah.
and she's got a lump on her tummy. It started out real small, and
It's a tumor.
now that
How old
I'm
is
waiting
she?
for.
Well, it might not be a tumor. It
for
might
the
be a
vet to call me.
cyst. It might be a.
The lady said it might even be a cyst.
It might be a
Yeah.
cyst.
So-
It might be an internal blister.
I'm
It
hoping
might
it's
be.
not cancer because
No.
she's only 7 years
No,
old.
no, don't think the
Oh, I
worst.
don't think that.
No, it's probably something simple. It's just like
Yeah.
I mean, she's only this big. She
Is-
rides
how
on the bike
close
in
is
my
it to one of her-
jacket with me, right?
Keep
It's
in mind
not
that the-
where her gland is it?
It's right beside. Yeah, it's right,
Right
beside
beside her
the
gland?
boob.
You just have to have that thing there is a blocked duct.
Oh, is it?
Okay, for the
Oh,
milk.
there you go.
Okay.
Get it
Easy
still
to
checked.
fix?
Yeah. I think a doctor should look at it.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
have
yeah.
to have the vet look at it because
I bet you they'll give 'em
it'll
something.
probably have to be
Drained.
surgically.
Ew.
They take the tit right off.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's not right by its hip, like
It's still an infected milk gland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the milk
And
glands.
it's the milk
Gotcha.
glands that are in, that's.
See,
the
my
one in milk
her
glands.
her mother.
Has she ever had a litter?
No. Her mother, I've never. I had to put her down 2.5 years ago, and that was my favorite dog. And
I hate
I
that,
got
eh?
toy poodles.
Isn't that
And
sad?
I miss her so much.
I
Yeah.
know that's horrible. My
Like,
cat
they're
went,
like family, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? I don't have much of a family left, right?
and you
So
got to
that's-
be there with
but
them at
that's-
the end.
That's your only recourse,
Yeah.
and I suggest it.
Yeah,
Only for the simple fact that I have the insurance on mine
yeah.
now because Bobby, the male dog in there, Bobby, he didn't know that he was picking up roaches off the floor.
Hey, how are ya?
Anyway, he
Good to
had
see
a
ya.
major seizure, and I had to rush him to the vet. It cost $800.
I took
Wow.
I took her in when she was 5 weeks old
And
because the lady that I was with,
Yeah.
dropped her
oh,
and she hit the floor. She was only 5 weeks old.
Yeah.
She hit her leg first, and her leg ended up over her head like
Oh.
this. So dislocated her shoulder,
Yeah.
broke her leg across here, the right leg,
Yeah.
and I says like, I rushed her over to Broadway, over to that there,
Yeah.
and like they says, well, we can cut it off, and it's like $1,200. We can save you a lot of money. I said, no, you're not cutting it off because they get that phantom pain then afterwards,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Even people like they,
Right.
right?
Not cutting it off anyway. Fix it.
Fix it.
Yeah.
And it was $3,000 to fix
That's
it. I
fine.
was like, holy fuck!
That's
Like
fine.
if I got to pay you $100 a month, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's
You know, so it's paid
taxes.
off.
Every year you got taxes you can give them.
But so if you get this insurance,
Yeah.
then
Totally
if
worth
something
it.
happens, or they need their needles, or you want to get one of them fixed, it's all covered through your insurance.
Yeah.
Okay? So you're safe. So if an emergency comes up, you don't have to go, what
Yeah.
am I going to do?
And then you have to
Just
borrow. That
Take them
sucks.
to the
So
vet.
if you get
and
pet
you use
insurance,
your-
you're gonna get pet insurance that will cover all of them.
Pretty much everything, yeah. Yeah.
You just put whoever lives in your house that's four-legged furry,
Yeah,
you put them on the insurance.
I got 3 of them.
Well, then
That'll do it.
all three-
Yeah.
all-
So
yeah, all
your
three of them
premium's
go
going to
on
be a
the
little higher,
insurance.
$20 a month maybe. But I mean, it's still,
Oh, that'd be fucking cheap.
It's
I
still
wouldn't
worth it.
mind paying that.
yeah,
See,
it's still
mine
worth it.
My insurance is Bobby, Ruby, my Tuck, my big Maine Coon, and then now I've got to put the new baby on Wicked. She's a baby kitten. I've got to put her on the insurance.
Oh yeah.
But it just,
So if
I'll
it's
never
on-
be
it's
put
only-
in that position again where
Even if it's $25 a month, I don't care. That's not bad.
there was a good possibility that I would have lost Bobby if
I'm pretty sure they're pretty receptive to how your income is too, right? If you're on a fixed income, they're not gonna, nail you like the 3-income family, right?
Well, they called the Barley Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
They got a hold of them when I took her in,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, because I can't afford a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I says, this the only way I can do it is take 3 years and pay it off, because they said they'd leave the account open for me,
Mm-hmm.
and I could come out in and put $100 a month on it. I said that would be great, right? I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But now things have changed, and I don't
And
get
it's
as
more.
much as. I got more going out than I got coming in.
we're all in that boat.
So it's like I can't get rid of my storage. I can't find anybody to take the shit away or anything. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm stuck with it. I'm paying $184 a month for a storage.
Is it decent quality stuff? Because what you can do, an option is get someone like Rose Hill Auctions. They might just buy the whole lot off you, clean everything out, and there you go. You get a little cash. They do all the labor and clean everything out. Take whatever they need,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sell it as a bunch lot. It's just an estate sale, right? So everything must go. Boom. And all you got to do is pay for a cleaning company, come in, clean the place, and you move in. They keep up proceeds. They keep some of the proceeds of the sale, right? You get paid some, of course, right? You work that out with them. They're just one option, but there's other ones, estate sellers. Estate sellers, you look it up. Estate, Google it, right? Estate sale, realtors or whatever they're called. You could even Google, how do I sell an estate? My aunt just died. How do I liquidate her estate? And it'll tell you step by step. So, internet's amazing.
I had a biker cut me off yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We come up here. We were coming up here, and he come up behind me pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed there was a girl on the back, right?
Yeah.
So he come up right behind me, and he booted it, and he come up on the right-hand side of me and passed me. I was in the far lane.
Yeah.
And he passed me on that side. And I says, what the hell are you doing? And then he cut right over to the other lane.
Good Lord.
Me, right? And I says, you asshole, right?
Yeah, they shouldn't be on the road.
I just got on my bike, and I kept up to him, and I looked over at him, and he says, oh, sorry. It's
So he knew.
You better be sorry.
He knew he had screwed up. Yeah. Hopefully, though, the idea is that everybody's learning, right?
It's
Ideally.
scary, man.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah.
I think there's half a dozen times, maybe a half a dozen times in a week that I almost get run over or something. People not paying attention, backing out of their driveway, or...
I'm pretty careful on this. I'm really careful. Last time I got hurt was 20 years ago. I rode into it. Someone opened their door.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know who it
But,
was.
oh, that's not true. I did a header over the bars a couple years ago over there. It was my fault. I was on the sidewalk and I was going way too fast. If I'd been going slow, I would have had time to stop. But someone stepped out in front of me. I was going too fast. I slammed the brakes on and over I went, gashed my head. Right? But I felt bad for them. They felt so bad. They thought it was their fault and they'd killed me.
Oh, there's an older...
Beautiful, eh?
You don't see many of them.
What is that? Dodge?
I think so.
That's pretty amazing.
Roy's back in the day when we...
Look at the curved windows on the back, eh?
Yeah.
Where do you replace that shit when that thing breaks, right? That's 60-year-old windows.
That's gotta be back in the 60s.
Right? That's 60-year-old windows. Where do you get that? You got to get the custom done, right?
Yeah.
So that's $5,000 for a pair of windows. Oh, that's a fancy little case.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Hey, let me see your clippers, the other nail clippers. I want to see something. I saw something on TikTok. I want to see if it's true. They have like a safety lock built into them, and all you do is you push this forward. Ugh, no.
So how do you get that radio thing on your phone?
Yeah, boy.
I have a JBL speaker, and it comes off of my phone.
Oh, no. What he's talking about is the app itself. It's called Zelo. Zelo, Zello,
Oh.
on Google Play Store, or if you have an iPhone, whatever iPhone uses. And all it does is, once you have it installed, you pick a username, sign up. Just all you need is an email. Sign up, pick a username. I'll give you a tip. Use something like your name.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nobody knows who Big Boobies 248 is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're trying to be clever and thinking, big boobies, right? And nobody knows who that is, right?
Yeah.
So, but if
Yeah,
you
I'm
want
gonna
people to
change
find you,
mine.
tell your name, and right, mine's Dwayne Scriven, so everyone knows, right?
I want to change mine.
Okay.
I want to change it to Gabarella.
Nice. You can
Sister of Cinderella.
edit with the pen edit. Nick will show you how.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
It comes up on their phone with like that? Or?
yeah.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
know Bruno? Do you know Bruno?
Bruno.
Don't ask me to say that fucking wop name. His name is Bruno. There's only one Bruno in Welland. Drives a scooter like mine, but blue.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Well,
I've met him at no shop.
I talk,
Yeah, you don't
I
see
talk
them
a
there.
lot, right?
Yeah.
And drive him crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So he calls me Gabarella.
That's funny.
Sister to Cinderella.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's what he gave me that name, Gabarella.
Yeah, 'cause Broadway, if I take her there and walk in there, it's $125 just for him to come and tell me what it is.
Just to look.
Joseph?
Yeah.
Just to look.
Dr.
Yeah.
Joseph.
I don't know who it is anymore.
I hate to play devil's
Well, the one
advocate,
that I
but
have
it's
is
the same in
But
any.
he's the
in-
highest,
It's
like,
the
I
same in
mean-
any business, though.
He's the highest.
And you get what you pay for.
The lady downstairs
Yeah.
from me, she said she's got one on Thorough Road there,
Yeah.
and he only charges like $50 or $60 for visiting, for finding out.
You know why? Because he's probably got a triple or quadruple size client list, so he
Probably.
can charge less.
Yeah.
The other ones maybe just starting new.
They're
Well,
not
Broadway's
new.
the biggest fucking vet in
They're-
Welland.
They might have the best doctors.
but
They might
they're
have the best
fucking
treatments.
Too expensive,
They're
man.
nuts.
Too expensive.
They are nuts.
They obviously cater to the other side of the bridge type thing.
Yeah.
Right?
They cater to their own bridge.
The rich people.
Yeah.
Their own fucking bridge. Never mind the rich runs. It's all about them.
For our kind, best is insurance.
They want
Yeah.
to get rich off our misery.
I never even thought of the insurance. Like, nobody ever brought it up. And
Another one you can do
thank
too.
you.
Another one you can do is just flat out credit. So what you do is just go to where you take them and say, listen, from here on in, I'm going to just start pumping in $20-$30 a month as credit, right? But if something obviously happens, on your way to 600, they're obviously going to treat her. You already got 400 in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's also another way. Plus, that way, even if you don't have anything or you haven't paid the next one, right? You haven't caught up and haven't paid that, they're still going to treat them because they know you're honorable and they're going to be there, right?
Yeah.
So that's also a trick. I'd go with insurance myself.
She got their mother got one of the diseases. I think there's
Ringworm.
She said there was six different diseases out there that are pretty close to the same thing. And what they do is these type of diseases they get is they don't allow them to take nourishment in.
Mm-hmm.
So they're eating and eating and eating.
Worms.
And they're not getting any nourishment.
Worms
at all.
do that, 'cause
No, there
they're-
was no worms. Nothing.
No. But what I'm saying is,
that
there are worms that do that. And
You know what that is?
what's that?
That happens. Why that happens?
Yeah.
One is hepatitis C. One is hepatitis.
Ew.
It's called hepatitis. It's animal.
Wow.
Hepatitis.
But they got.
Mostly they call it.
They said
feline.
they're very glad that it wasn't parvo, because if it's parvo,
That's bad.
then all my
That's
dogs
heart.
would have died.
That's the heart, eh?
Yep.
All
Yeah.
the dogs.
All the dogs are gonna
all the
die.
dogs would have got it because they all eat out of the same dish.
And
Scary.
You know what
They're all
else?
in the same place.
Scary, eh?
You know
Yeah.
that guy Joel?
Yeah.
He's gonna lose one dog one by one.
Yeah.
Sad.
Because that dog had mange. Okay,
What's that?
That dog has.
That's just
mange.
where the skin is flaking. Here, let me grab one,
No,
please.
It's from mites.
Mite. Thank you.
Oh.
Mites. Mites get in their ears and eat eat, but they crawl all over the dog,
Mm-hmm.
and then they make the dog get that rash,
Mm-hmm.
and it literally eats their flesh,
Mm-hmm.
and there is nothing you can do for it.
That
So
sucks.
he's
Thank
been
God my
paying-
dogs. Thank God my dogs don't
He's
have.
lying if he's saying
They don't
he's
have
paying
fleas, they
thousands
don't have
and
anything.
thousands
That's
of
good.
dollars for the dogs for cream, because there is no cream to fix it. The dog should have been put down long before it was.
Yeah.
Instead of making the dog fucking
Suffer.
and bleed and have to open sores and like, please, Joel, show some respect to your fucking dog.
All right. Well, to yourself, it reflects on you as an owner. If you're a negligent owner, well, that's a title. You're a negligent. If you're a loving and caring owner, that's reflective in
But
your.
I'm amazed that the other dogs don't have it yet. That's what I'm amazed about. The other
Baby,
dogs
I'm
don't have
amazed
it.
at the way you don't got nothing.
You had to put that dog down.
Well, Nick, I can't stay here all day.
he
He said he was going to be here about 1 until about.
was. We were here at 1, and then he said, I got to go to my buddies. And I said, all right, I'm going to run home to Rome and back. And I told him to tell her, radio me when you're ready. And sure enough, so I'm 5 minutes away, right? Yeah, it's handy as all hell. What I've done is I've set up a network. So I have a channel. It's called, what is it called? Niagara Free Network main channel. I've got about 12, 2 for each city. Welland, St. Catharines, and Niagara Falls.
Don't forget what I told you today.
Yeah.
Make sure you do that.
Yeah. I'm not too worried though. Keep in mind, like I say, nobody.
You better be, because they're changing shifts every couple of hours,
Mhm.
and they're doing the same thing over and over again. But we keep calling them pigs, pork chops.
If you hear them online,
We know who you
but
are.
you guys are moderators. Block them. You
We
have the
block
power.
them and they come in through somewhere else.
And you know it's the same person.
Yep.
So I'll change it to a password protected. The problem is that I got 80 people on this channel now,
I know.
on this network.
That's what I mean. Just go I told you, go underground. They're looking for you. That's the biggest question that they're asking. Mostly. And they pronounce your name correctly. Nobody does that other than them.
Keep in mind, it's also possible. It might be far-fetched. It might be possible. Maybe they're fans.
No,
They're
not
not
a
like
fan,
that.
Darwin. No,
Okay.
it's not a fan.
All right.
Trust me.
Keep
on
an
this.
ear on
It's
it.
not a fan.
That's
not why they're looking
I'm a
for you.
YouTuber, right? You ever watch the YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
All right. You know who I am? Okay. My name is Dwayne Scriven. I got about almost 1,500 subs, and my channel's got almost 500,000 views.
Oh, wow.
On it overall. I've got over 3,000 videos with like 200 police videos. Yeah. So anyway, I'm growing, and
It started with he has this vest, so he's standing there. So
check out my
he's
channel,
standing
Dwayne
there.
Scriven.
This stupid cop cuts across 3 lanes of traffic and onto
Pulls
the
up onto the
fucking
sidewalk.
To ask him questions of why he's wearing that.
Yeah, I told him none of your fucking business.
As you see, there's no weapon.
No.
You can see there's no weapon.
Yeah.
So what's his problem with it?
Right, I tore a strip out of the cop, so.
So.
But it's those
ever
kind of videos that
since
have made my
then-
channel famous.
Ever since then, they've been doing this shit with him.
Yeah.
It's just another way for them to try and bother you. is
Lately,
what it is.
lately they've been pretty decent.
I was
Yes.
actually
they've been leaving
thinking
you
about buying
alone
one.
with the cruises. Now they're coming up.
Yeah, they're legal.
Yeah.
Anyone can own them,
Yeah.
and they're safe, right? Can't get any harm on that.
See what they're doing, Dwayne. They've given up the car patrol thing and harassing you.
No.
Now they're on your channel.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get us to tell them where you are. And all we do is keep calling them pigs and what are you doing on the channel?
You just
And-
the only danger in that is
and
that
Robbie
if they're
gives-
not.
Robbie knows exactly who they are.
Okay.
Exactly who
All right.
they are. And he calls them by name.
Okay. So is he friends with them?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So
all
just.
they're doing is trying to find out information from us.
Okay. Well, my life's pretty
The
open,
biggest,
eh?
The biggest thing is they want to know how to get a hold of Dwayne Scrivens.
Ah, okay. Email me.
Okay. I mean, what Sharon said, why don't you just
say anything about
why don't
anybody.
you just go
I
on
have
the radio
fans
and
like
say,
in other continents, eh? They're on the radio.
Oh,
yeah, she said, why doesn't he just go on and say, I'm Dwayne, what the fuck do you want?
I could.
You know, but I don't think
I've been on lately, so
I
if
don't
anyone...
think that's a good idea. That
No,
gives
it's-
them ammunition.
It's not really my style either.
No, and it gives them ammunition. Don't give them anything. That's why we're being careful with everything that we say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we run a clean life.
All we do
I run a
is-
clean
all
life.
we
I'm
do
not a
is call
criminal,
them-
so I'm not
we
worried
call them
about
pork-
them
I
flaming
said-
me or something.
I said pork chops. I said they didn't make it through the right academy. They're only bacon.
Part though, keep in mind, part of my message though is, as long as they're civil to me, I'll be civil to them, right? You've seen that on my videos.
They don't care at this point. They're gonna change.
They're just trolling,
They're
eh?
gonna ruin you.
I worked for 4 different security places, and I'm still bondable. So I'm 62 years old, and
But once you see my channel as a whole,
Yeah.
it's wholesome. I don't do
Yeah.
anything wrong. I'm not videoing crimes. I'm not videoing I'm just videoing my life as I
Yeah.
live it. So
Yeah, but they're saying that you don't have that. Right.
they started picking on me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but they're saying that you don't have that right. You
Yeah.
have to ask.
you don't have any
to
rights
do
in
this. You
Canada
have
if they
to
had
do
their
that.
way.
Yeah.
You can't just film wherever the hell you want. Nah, nah,
And
nah.
Trudeau's got to
Yeah.
get out of there.
Yeah.
Are they? People are that desperate. They can't be happy with somebody else's enjoyment. They gotta try to ruin their enjoyment. Like, why is that? I don't get that.
Yeah, why?
We gotta help each other. We're not gonna survive this fucking world if we don't start helping each other.
Right.
I don't give a goddamn what town you live in. All this is gotta stop.
Yep.
What is it gotta take? Who's gonna be nailed on
I'm
that
not.
fucking
I'm not
cross?
prejudiced against anybody. I don't care what nationality they are. There's good and bad in all nationality. But
Who's gotta get nailed on the cross?
I've never
So
been.
that we.
You guys look amazing.
I said what?
I like that.
Who's gonna get nailed?
You
on
look
the cross
amazing.
next?
You guys look amazing.
So our
Very
sins can
summary.
be
Summary.
forgiven again. And what will create a better world?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah.
Him dying on that cross was useless.
Mm-hmm.
It was stupid. They should have never done it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he died for our sins. Okay. We didn't get better. Our sins got worse. And we grew. And
Our
the bigger
capacity
we
to sin got
the
bigger
worse
too.
we got.
Yeah.
So he died for nothing. The only reason he died, I can find that he died, is to go join his retarded father upstairs. They could both sit and laugh at us.
The content of the Bible isn't so much what disturbs me. It's just the timing. Like the way the Bible's set up, it's 7 days, then the earth was created, and then there was people, and then the stories, right?
Yeah.
So what happened? How did they explain the 2-3 million years of Earth? Right, we know that these mountains are 10 million years old. We know that volcano has been there for 60 billion years. We know this fossil has been unearthed for 20 million years. We know those glaciers have been there for fucking 10,000 years. You know what I mean?
The problem with me is the Bible's been, by man, it's been rewritten and rewritten.
It's an
and
interpretation.
And
It's a
anybody that
different
reads the
face.
Bible, I could read it and get a totally different thing out of it than you.
It's a story.
You know what I mean?
It's a
You know,
story.
it's just
That's
a
all it
book with
is.
words
It's
in
a
it.
story.
Yeah.
It's no different
As
than
far
today
as
that a
I'm
science
concerned.
fiction writer making an incredible story or a
Don't get
right.
me wrong. I believe in a higher power.
Maybe, yeah, me too, but just maybe
Why?
not God like
But
that.
What
Yeah,
kind of
well,
God?
you know.
What kind of God lets us
Lets
suffer
little
down
babies
here?
fucking
Little
get eye
babies forming
cancer.
Big tumors in
Yeah,
their
I've seen
eyes
that.
before they even get started.
What God lets
Yeah.
6 million
You know,
Jews get
they're-
murdered?
they're
What God
addicted
lets
to
a native
cocaine, they're
population get
addicted
wiped
to
out?
people, yeah.
heroin
Right?
because
Yeah, I'm
the
native,
fucking-
right?
Yeah. What God lets that kind of
What
shit
kind
happen?
of God helps that shit happen?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what kind
They
of God.
chased my grandmother around for 2.5 years. My great grandmother was. They wanted to put her in a residential school, and my great grandmother they moved every 6 months.
Yeah.
So they'd stay ahead of the government.
Yeah.
And as soon as they'd go to catch up to them, they'd
They'd
move again.
move. Yeah.
And then they got her into a public school. They couldn't touch her after that because she was
Yeah.
already in school, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, we got lucky.
Yeah.
You know.
What got me with that whole residential school thing, was not so much the Roman Catholic Church, because hear me out. It's terrible what they did. It's terrible the things that went on, but they went into it with good intentions. Now, I know they went into it doing it the wrong way for good intentions, but the way they were thinking was, we're savaging, we're taming the savage native and blah, 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 and we're bringing them into civility and blah. I can understand that in a twisted, weird way. They're colonizing people.
But they were doing fine on their own.
Yeah, no, that's not the issue. That's not the issue.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, my main issue was that when that was happening, it was done under the auspices of the police. The Northwest Mounted Police and the RCMP were well established by then. They should have known what they were doing was wrong. When that kid ran away from rapes, abuse, and murders, what happened? They brought him back for more rapes and murders and abuse. When that cop knew what he was doing was wrong. Those people, maybe they thought they were doing what was good for natives, and then in the course of it, they were exposing them to the perverts and the right. But the police knew what they were doing was wrong. They were killing native males by saying, "Oh, well, he was resisting us stealing his child, so we had to kill him." Well, of course he was resisting you stealing his child, you scumbag. You were trying to steal his child.
Yeah.
Anyway, that went on, and I wear this. That's the thin brown line. That represents the tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of dead natives at the hands of the police over the course of Canada's history.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, hundreds of thousands. Because they'd goad you. They'd come, in that day and age, they'd goad you. So they'd show up on Friday knowing you were drunk, and they'd show up with their court order and their social worker, and they'd take your kid. And they'd take him they'd take him to whatever residential school. If you resisted, that's an excuse to shoot you. Plenty of natives were killed like that because, right?
My father.
And the police knew that was wrong, but they still did it. We're just following orders like good Nazis. That's why I hate the police.
His heritage was Macbeth. Okay? His mom, his dad. My father refused to say he was an Indian. He came
Native.
from Nova Scotia.
My dad hid it from us.
That's it.
Because he was afraid the same
And I
thing was
think
going to
my
happen to us.
father,
Right?
I think my father
And we're
seen that.
we're supposed to be
I think my
Mohawk on
father's
my
seen that.
dad's side.
And at the time, the police's job was to protect us. And what did they do? They backed to the wrong horse. And
Or
would
he
never
was
got an
afraid
apology.
they would take him.
We've never, no police representative ever in the history of Canada has ever said
So I didn't
sorry about
find
that.
out about my Indian heritage till way, way later in life.
You should check out my channel. I've got some good editorials on there about certain events that happen here and there in America, and my reactions
But anyway,
to,
what I
police
think-
beatings. They beat up this one kid. He was 16 years old. He had the mentality of like a 9-year-old. He had a colostomy bag because he was disabled. He had problems. So he had a colostomy bag. They thought it was a gun. They ripped it out of him. They beat him up. They traumatized this fucking guy with Down syndrome because they're just scumbags, right?
Yeah.
And they're protected. Oh, we're just doing our jobs. We didn't know. We're allowed to do that if we didn't know.
This is what I think.
Where's the swimming pool?
Ah, right?
This is what.
Behind here?
This is what I think.
That would be brilliant on the
is
porch,
going on up there.
on the patio.
I think him and his bastard son, and he's not a fucking god. He's like a Satan of some kind, because he came down to fertilize Mary. Okay, or he sent it down to Mary. Well, either way, he's got magic powers. Okay?
I'm gonna grab a coffee.
So I think the two of them
You want a coffee?
are sitting
No,
up
thanks.
there laughing at us.
Yes, please. And that one more, and I gotta go.
Okay.
It's so nice out today. There's enough of a breeze that it's not.
Very hard.
Yeah, it's hot, but there's enough of a little bit of a breeze. We're not getting baked. Thank you.
There you go.
How long am I gonna be? She says, oh, probably until you're maybe in your 90s. So I don't think I can make it. My mom just looked at my aunt, my uncle, didn't know what to say. And I turned around, went back to my room. I was only 7 years old. I have this song. I found it. Who's she got? What's her name? That sings that song, What's Going On?
Oh. And I say, aye.
It's,
I know that song. I don't know what her
What's
name is.
going on? I'll think of it later. I'll text you.
That's what names. I'm amazed I remember my name, but anyway. Names and numbers, I'm bad at. Anything else?
That's actually the first time I've come and hung out at in a long time at Timmy's.
Yeah.
I don't want to intrude on their crowd, you know what I mean? And I think half of them know who I am, but I just, again, it's, you know, it's not my gang crew, right? So I'll go down if I'm going with someone. Like today I came down with Lil Nick, right?
Yeah.
get up every day and play.
It's just respect, I think, right? That's the one. Who is it? Who is it?
Whatever that means.
She leaves us in the hanging there.
4 non-blondes.
4 non-blondes, all right. Hey, so are we meeting tonight? We'll meet down at the yellow chairs? Say 7?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Oh, it's probably Little Nick.
No, it's my
Oh.
brother.
Just as good. Yeah, I don't think he's coming.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He forgets, right?
Oh.
I once sent him out to pick me up an ounce
Here we
from
go.
someone. He comes back. I said this was at like 10. There's about, you know, they're back. Come on. And he shows up at like 7 that night with no pot. And turns out he never actually, he got there. He was there. And then he went off to do something else with someone else. And then, right? But, you know, you can't really get mad at him. He means well, right? God bless him. He's a good kid. He's got a lot of good in him, a lot of heart.
Yeah.
Some dirty bastard stole his bike, so we're hoping we'll see if someone riding by on it.
Yeah.
Apparently they've seen it go at the Breakfast Club. They've seen it go by, but I don't think anyone's been
Right?
gutsy enough to grab it, right? So I said I'll show up for the next couple days. You want to dispute it? Call the cop. I got plenty of videos that show him with that bike on that, you know, in the thumbnail. That's him. There's his bike. You want to play it, say it's not his? Got plenty of evidence to show it is.
Oh, I have to go clean, I guess. I gotta clean my bathroom out because they want to come and see what they're going to do to it. They're remodeling all the bathrooms in the place.
Gotcha, yeah.
So it's a pain in the butt.
See if that makes it home with her.
I can't sit out on the deck on the second floor, eh?
Oh,
I
why?
can't sit out there because
Face the
my
sun?
heat trough leaks like a bastard, eh? And it comes right down in the middle of the thing and splashes all
My
over,
brother
right?
Johnny. Johnny Paquin.
Right.
Yeah. When
My-
I moved to this city, he didn't like Jimmy. And, he didn't like Jimmy. And so he came over to my place one time, and he had given Jimmy plot for me earlier.
Yeah.
Jimmy gave it to me, and then me and this girl that Johnny brought were talking about weeds, different people's weeds, right? And I said to her, I said, well, I prefer Johnny's weed. And Jim says, you prefer Johnny? Well, then go and give me back my fucking weed. I said, are you a fucking retard? If you're going to try to listen to my conversation when you're having a conversation with Johnny, I said, get it right. I said, I was talking about his weed, not his body. I don't give a fuck. Give me my weed. So Johnny says, throw him back his fucking weed.
Yeah, screw it.
So I threw it back at Jimmy. Johnny says, I'll be right back. Goes to his place, brings back that mason jar that I have, right?
Yeah.
Filled. He said, this is for you, Toots. He said, he touches it? Tell me. And he said, by the way, Toots, you just got adopted into the back ones. He said, don't worry. I'll tell everybody. There isn't one person, unless you're stupid,
Yeah.
that'll say, she's not Johnny's sister. She's not a back one. Tell Johnny that. See what happens. So then Jimmy was bugging me when we first split up. He wouldn't let me, like, even have conversations with anybody. He was always bugging me.
Mm-hmm.
So I said that to Johnny. Johnny says, give me a piece of paper. So he writes in this note in this piece of paper stating that we had a great time. Can we get together again soon?
Nice.
Love always, Johnny.
Yeah.
Paquin, right? And he said the next time he says something to you, he says, hand him this piece of paper.
Passport.
And then tell him if he has a problem, he knows where I live.
It's just passport.
So I did. The next time I seen Jimmy and he was going on at me, I said, look, you want to know who I'm dating? I'll show you. I'll tell you who I'm dating. And I handed him the piece of paper.
Changed his attitude.
And he looked at the piece of paper and then he looked at me and he snatched the paper back out of his hand. He said, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I said, no. What the fuck does the note say, stupid?
You guys see Nick, tell him I was here.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm going home
Dave
too.
or
That's
Farmer-
what I was gonna say.
No, Dave or
I'm
Farmer
hot. I want to
Ryan,
go
too.
into my air conditioning.
All right. Nice meeting ya. See ya. I'm just letting it play for safety protocol. Without this camera, people could say I said I did anything. Camera holds everybody accountable. I think we're good, guys. I've made it home safe. Thanks a lot for watching again. I really appreciate it. It's just a chance to hang out, and I really love hanging out, of course, with you guys. That's the whole point of this. See you guys on the next one, and thank you again for watching.